How can you get flow in your work? In this video, I explain all about workflow mastery. Hi, I'm Mike. Thanks for joining me. Welcome to my channel. Please do like and subscribe and you'll be notified of any videos coming up. Workflow mastery. These are actually three different concepts here: work, flow and mastery. Now, to be successful, we need to work or receive the fruits of others' work. Work also therefore needs to flow. There needs to be a steady stream of actions which, performed consistently, will eventually lead to your results. Then and only then will you achieve mastery. So here are a couple of things that I use to try and get workflow mastery. The first is the into-empty concept. Now, this is very famous due to David Allen's book, Getting Things Done. And what it really means is getting your in-tray or your inboxes to empty. In other words, sorting through your emails in physical piles of stuff and deciding what to do with them. It could also mean going through your notebook and making sense of the random ideas you've had today. I'm not going to go into detail here on this concept. I think David Allen's done a fine job. I do recommend his book and I'll put a link in the description below. But I will reiterate a couple of points. Firstly, getting your in-tray empty doesn't actually mean that you're completing everything in your inbox. It simply means that you're deciding what each item means, or what each email means, or whether it needs any further action. But if it does need further action, then you can go ahead and add it to a to-do list. And the second thing about into-empty model is that you should ideally only do it once a day. What? Only check emails once a day? That's heresy, surely. Well, no, and I believe it's one of the fundamentals of your success. If you can limit how much time you spend checking emails, social media and voicemails, this is so you can concentrate your mental energy on productive tasks. Then, maybe, at the end of the day, you can spend, say, 30 minutes quickly scanning your emails and then sorting through them. The other benefit of doing this is that when one of those emails turns up, you know, the ones where your heart sinks and you just can't decide what you need to do about it, this can just go on your to-do list to look at it. Do it tomorrow. And that's the second tool that I use, called Do It Tomorrow. And this is a concept that makes the daily into-empty model work. And the reason it's called Do It Tomorrow is because when you process all your inbox, unless you can complete that item immediately, you mark it on top of your to-do list or tomorrow's list. And so it's such a relief to just go through your emails knowing you don't need to reply to that War and Peace email that you got from your line manager. The next point I wanted to talk about is how you word the task on your to-do list. So now that you're processing your inbox and you're filling up your to-do list, the next thing is to actually properly word the task. So when you come to read it later, it means something to you, so you're more likely to complete it. So the simple rule is a properly worded task should have a verb, an object and a subject. So for instance, ring Bob to chase up the report. Ring, the verb. Bob is the object. Report is the subject. So if you've got all those three things in your task, that will help your brain to understand what you need to do. If you're like me, before I started using this concept, you might have a note in your notepad such as sort office out. Now, you know what that means when you write it down. However, it's not acceptable to write this on your to-do list. When you're looking down your to-do list and you see sort office out, I'll guarantee that you won't do anything about it. You'll actually, to use David Allen's term, be numb to the bone. You just procrastinate. If you follow David Allen's GTD system, as you process this item, you might decide that this is actually a project. And your properly worded action for your to-do list could be plan out, verb, a project, object, to organise the office, subject. Plan out a project to organise the office. Now this is much more likely to be achieved rather than sort office out. So the key is to have all three elements and for the verb to be as simple as possible. For example, ring, email, plan. So this is a short video for today. I hope you got value from it. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.